Vasudeva sutam devam
Vasudeva sutam devam
Kamsa chanooramardhanam
Kamsa chanooramardhanam
Devaki paramanandam
Devaki paramanandam
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Krishnam vande jagadgurum.
Shubhodaya, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. The 16th chapter, Shodasha Adhyaya, this one is called as Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. The classification of divine and demonic wealth. Generally, most of us, we think our survival is at stake and our goal of our life is mainly centered around somehow I have to survive. Survival, it's a basic instinct of even all animals. All animals, they just want to survive. We humans also, we think we are part of animal kingdom. We haven't progressed. Our life, most of us are spending our life only for survival. And this human life, what Sri Krishna is trying to bring out through Bhagavad Geeta. Bhagavad Geeta is a text for the whole humanity. It is not a text, we can't say it is the text only for Hindus or only people who believe in Sri Krishna. It is not that one, it is a universal text. It's a great psychological text. Even the great psychologists, they have to refer to this one to when they are dealing with the patients. They have to refer to this one to keep their mind healthy. That the psychological classification, Sri Krishna is talking to all of us. You are not here only for survival. Beyond that one you have to go. If your life is spent only for survival, trying to look for 2 square meal and some pittance from here and there, that itself I regard as a successful life. Not that one, something beyond that one. You have to add value to your being, your existence. The purpose of you are born as a human, you have to uplift yourself, uplift the game of your life. When you understand your higher potential, you can play your game better. And the survival, when you start playing your game well, the survival no more becomes a question. And your life becomes a celebration. And Sri Krishna is urging us, all of us, to get best out of our life. And to get best out of that one, he classifies in this one what to be pursued and what to be rejected. And Devi Sampat and Asuri Sampat. Devi Sampat, divine wealth, he urges all of us to acquire those ones. Why we had to acquire the divine wealth? Devi Sampat Vimokshaya. And Devi Sampat, it makes you free. You experience freedom in your life. You experience joy in your life. And happiness in your life. And to that one, you have to acquire the divine wealth. And Nibandaya Asuri Mataha, the demonic wealth. Demonic wealth, the getting money itself. Many people, they think the making money itself is the purpose of life. And Shri Krishna says that you have to know where the money is coming from, what is the intention, how the money has come, what is wealth. And what is wealth we should know, and how to acquire that wealth in the pocket itself is not regarded as a wealth. How you acquire the demonic wealth, if you acquire that one, it will make you helpless. And now what we are seeing across the world, and especially in Bollywood, so-called celebrities, so-called people with tons of money, whatever they do, they think they are the role model for the community. And that extravagant life. And now the one by one they are saying that they have mental health issue. They are going through depression. They acquired money through wrong means. They think that now they are realizing what they thought is the money is not giving any joy in their life. It is making them helpless. And life is only the cosmetic makeup I put on and smile in front of the camera, thinking that I am a most happiest person. Behind, we are seeing them and going through the lot of torture. They are going within. It's the fear, anxiety, and depression rampant, and suicidal cases. These will come up if you acquire the demonic wealth. We, as the practitioners of yoga, we have to educate our children, our community members, our family members to acquire what is the divine wealth. We are so busy sending our children that tuition, this tuition, go there in VCE or year 12 you should get 100 out of 100, and that we think that is the education. And we have to simultaneously introduce them to here also. Otherwise, when they start educating, learning, getting so much of money, they don't know where they are investing. It may bring in their own ruin. Shri Krishna says, your life should be a celebration. Acquire the divine wealth. And if you do not acquire the divine wealth, what will happen with the demonic wealth? Shri Krishna talks about. Start again. Bhagavad Geeta chapter 16. Repeat after me. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi.
Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi.
Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi.
Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi.
Danam Damascha Yajnascha.
Danam Damascha Yajnascha.
Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam.
Swadhyaya Tapa Arjavam.
And he starts off with the hallmark of a spiritual seeker is the fearlessness. The fearless that when I am treading the divine path, inside there is a witness. Everyone knows whether the others understand or not. Within everyone, what is called as consciousness, they know whether it's right or wrong. If they are treading the path of wrong, their life is filled with stress, anxiety problem, depression problem. Why anxiety? I am doing something contrary to what is right. That results in anxiety and depression. The divine person, always free and happy, fearless. Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi, calm mind, serene mind, not getting into argument, discussion, unnecessary argument, discussion with others. Calm mind, Sattva Samshuddhi, striving for Jnana Yoga, striving for higher knowledge. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihim. Dhanam, magnanimous in life. It's not a stingy person. It's a magnanimous, be very magnanimous. Dhanam, that is another quality of a divine person. Dana, the contrary to the dana is a stingy life. And the stingy life, I am not spending money for others and I am not enjoying myself. Always I am busy looking at my bank balance. This much has gone. I am so happy. I will open my locker every day and close. I am happy looking at that one. And if you do that one, your money, when you go, when you depart, your family members, they will blow it up. And if they misuse that one, the sin of misusing will come to you. And I mentioned earlier, in the olden times, they used to store money underground. When they used to store the money underground, when they used to dig up, they used to find a vessel, pot full of money, but invariably it used to be guarded by snakes. Those who are so possessive of money, they will be born as the snakes guardians, that we will be born, that pot invariably with the snakes guarding the wealth. And it's they say Dhana Pishachi, that Pishachi, and like money, they only after money, they can't think beyond that one. You become magnanimous. And on a lighter side, two stingy, one couple was there, both are one better than the other in stinginess. Both are competing, and once this stingy husband, he wanted to go to other village to get something, and he he went out. He for half an hour, 1 hour he walked, and he came back. Wife asked, "Why did you come back?" He said, "I don't know whether I turned off the lamp near the altar. Unnecessarily oil is getting wasted. I wanted to check that one, that's why I come." Wife said, "Oh, you came all the way for..." As soon as you went, I blew off the lamp in front of the altar. You should not have come. And wife said, "Forget about the lamp. I looked after, and you have come all the way walking, coming back. You wore off the soles from your shoes, and what a waste." And this husband said, "I am not that stupid. My shoes are in my bag. I walked back barefoot. I am very careful about my shoes." And husband and wife, they are competing in saving. They are on a saving mission. And here it says, you become magnanimous in your life. Dhamascha, control over your senses. Yajna, whatever you do should be an offering to the Lord. Whatever you do as an offering to the Lord, you have no chance of doing something wrong. Whatever I do, it is an offering to the Lord. Yajnascha swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Every day reflect on the scriptures to align your thoughts, to align the offset, to remove the offset. We have to swadhyaya tapa arjavam. Tapa, it's endure the difficulties in your life. Endure the difficulty, not to be a complaining person for each and every small things. Arjavam, thinking, talking and action must align. Ahimsa satyam akrodha.
Ahimsa satyam akrodha.
Tyaga shantirapaishunam.
Tyaga shantirapaishunam.
Daya bhuteshu aloluptvam.
Daya bhuteshu aloluptvam.
Mardavam hrira chapalam.
Mardavam hrira chapalam.
And ahimsa, my life should not be a burden for others. I should live such a way I am not a burden. When I'm youthful, when energy is there, I should not be a burden to my family members. I should not be a burden to the community. I should not be a burden to the society. And the whole world, I should not be a burden. That's a divine person. And some people, they are banking on the government for give me dole, give me that support, and always wanting to get something from the government. And you, the divine person, is one, he is a contributor, is not a taker. Whatever is the situation, he or she adds value to the community, value to the nation, add value to the world and family, wherever, that is he or she is the contributor, not the receiver. Ahimsa, my life should be like that. Not only now, energy. When I am old, I should make sure that I should not be a burden. That is why I am urging the community to do yoga. We have to put an effort now itself, so that our old age should not be spent as a burden to the society, burden to the family members. As far as possible, we should remain healthy. For that, I have been urging the community across to practice yoga. Do yoga to stay healthy. Ahimsa, and also ahimsa, we have the killing the other animals for satisfying, gratifying our taste bud. It is again by destroying some life and I am satisfying my tongue. It is a himsa. It is a himsa. Yogi should not resort to that one. Killing I am enjoying at the expense of others. It is not ahimsa. It is a himsa. My enjoyment not at the expense of others. And that ahimsa, satyam akrodha. Satya, truth. The talking, it's the truth. Satyam akrodha. Our emotions in control. No anger. Subdued anger. Anger management. That person knows how to manage the emotions. Anger management. Akrodha, tyaga shantir apaishunam. Tyaga, it's a sacrifice one's life for others. We have to be willing to sacrifice our comforts for the betterment of others. Tyaga shantir apaishunam. Giving gives more joy than taking. If I am only the taker, and that person gets very limited happiness, and the person who is the giver, who revels in life. Shantir apaishunam, no backbiting. We tend to backbite when we socialize too much. We have nothing else to talk. We talk about somebody else, unrelated things. We start talking, and we have to minimize our social outing. And socializing, it is, according to me, the socializing is a wasting of our time. Our time is precious. You meet with people if you are only able to discuss, add value, only for chit chat and no apparent reason, wasting 4 hours, 5 hours, party up to 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and having a dinner at midnight, 12 o'clock. It is ruining our body, ruining our mind. You have to be mindful of time, how you are spending your time. Shantir apaishunam, daya bhuteshu aloluptvam, and be daya bhuteshu. You are very kind to the animals around. And when you are so kind to others, other animals also can feel the vibrations from you. They can feel the energy from you, and they feel not threatened. And for example, in our backyard, birds comes and Sumana feeds them by hand. They are not feeling threatened. When I am my energy is so rash, that and other animals also can pick up the energy. Daya bhuteshu aloluptvam, not to resort to corruption and stealing others' money, others' property. My eye is always on that one. And in the government office, if I am working, especially in India and other places, if I want to get their signature and they ask for money, this aloluptvam, when you take that one, not only you are taking their money, you are taking their sins also. It will ruin you, your family, generations will get ruined. Aloluptvam mardavam, very soft talking. Hri achapalam, Hri taking shy in doing wrong things in life. People openly ask for bribery, that there is no shyness, and openly they say, I take drugs, now it is a vogue, I drink, alcohol, it's taking alcohol. Earlier, when I was a child, even to going to the restaurant, people used to feel very ashamed. I went to a restaurant. People were feeling very ashamed to say, I went to a restaurant for a coffee. And now people take liberty saying that I went to that drank that alcohol, this alcohol, I took that drug, this drug, I take pride in that one. And slowly my value system slowly deteriorating. Achapala, control over your senses. Control over your senses. Teja kshama dhriti shaucha.
Teja kshama dhriti shaucha.
Adroho na atimanita.
Adroho na atimanita.
Bhavanti sampadam daivi.
Bhavanti sampadam daivi.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Abhijatasya bharata.
Teja kshama, very dynamic person. The divine person, divine quality, very dynamic. Not a sloth person with laziness, letharginess. Teja kshama, very compassionate. Easily condones others' mistake. Teja kshama dhriti shaucha, the forbearance and focus in the life. Whatever project one takes up, not gives up and gives it back. And for example, now we are running the project of recording Bhagavad Geeta. I asked some people to record 2-3 times. It's not right. It is not right. Some people already started complaining. Do I have to do again? If it is wrong, what is wrong? What is wrong? Nobody will know. Is it not? Nobody will know. Or right? You have to do it to the perfect. And somebody said he only was sitting, somebody was singing for him. This exercise, it is not to impress others. It is for you to bring out your best. And it is not a movie theater, only lip syncing, and you have to bring out the best in you. And for that purpose. And Teja Dhriti. And yes, some mistake is there. I want to change. Unless I make an attempt, I won't improve on that one. And I am not taking a help of others to make a recording for me. I want to do, it's a task given by the teacher for me, for my own improvement, I have to do. Kshama, dhriti shaucha. Shaucha, purity in the talking, thinking and action. Dhriti shaucha. Adroho na atimanita. Those who are reposed faith in you, maybe your parents or your the employer or the country or the fellow people who are underprivileged, they are looking up at you. The teacher who has spent so much of time for your welfare, you are not doing contrary to his aspiration. And Bhagavad in Vivekananda, in one of his talk, he said, I hold everyone a traitor who has studied at the expense of millions and become well off and still not doing anything to those underprivileged. I hold them a traitor. And it's a very strong statement. And I read this one in a child. It's a so powerful message. I made a sankalpa as a child. I should not be a traitor. And so much. I am born in a family. I could able to acquire education. I could able to get a good job. And still, when I get a good job, it is their papa, their karma. Let them suffer. Let me have a merry life. It is not that one. Adroho. I have studied. My life is like a pyramid. So many people have laid the stones for me to climb up. When I have climbed up, how can I ignore the stones laid by the hundreds, thousands of people? And those people, they contributed for my upliftment. I can't afford to forget them. I have to give more than what they have given. That is Adroha. Sri Krishna says, this is a divine quality. You are not here to enjoy your life for yourself. Your life, only those who are enjoying, it is called as a demonic type of people, divine people. Acquire this one. Your life you have to dedicate for the underprivileged people across the world, wherever is there. Adroho na atimanita. Suppose you climb up the ladder not to be very, na atimanita, very down to earth person. Atimanita. Bhavanti sampadam daivi abhijatasya bharata. The bhavanti sampadam. These are the divine wealth. Abhijatasya are born in the person who is having a divine wealth. Bharata. Oh, person, he addresses Arjuna. You're taking delight in the light. You are taking delight in the light. Oh Arjuna, Bharata. And you are reveling in the light. These are the divine qualities. You must acquire those ones. And Dhambodarpo, Abhimanascha, Krodha Parushya Evacha, Ajnanam Chabijatasya, Partha Sampada Asurim. Dambo, that Asuri, that demonic wealth. What are that one? Dhamba is only it's a show off. Life is only a show off. Look at my car, look at my house, look at this one, look at the restaurant I am going. Only me, only the show off. My life is busy in putting on so many masks. I don't want to reveal myself, my inner real nature. I put on so many masks. I am hiding behind the mask. Dhamba, so many masks. Only show off. Darpa means arrogance. So much of arrogance. And I am successful. Who are you to ask? Dhambo, Darpo, Abhimanascha. So egoistic in my life. So egoistic. Abhimanascha. If somebody questions, I burst into anger so that nobody questions me. And people are so scared of me because he or she may yell at me or sack me. Krodha, I am using anger as a weapon so that everyone listens to me. Krodha, Parushya, very mrudu in the divine quality, very soft. This one is a very rough person. Very rough person. It's a krodha parushya mevacha. Ajnanam chabijatasya. These are born through the ignorance. That person is living in darkness. Out of darkness, out of ignorance, these qualities comes. These 5 qualities comes out. Partha sampada asurim. These are the asuric wealth, demonic wealth. And why you have to acquire the divine wealth? Daivi sampad vimokshaya. Nibandhaya asuri mata. Mashucha sampadam daivi. Abhijatosi Pandava. Daivi Sampad, the divine wealth, it will make you free. You will experience the freedom in your life. There is a freedom, not only the physical freedom, mental freedom. You can think. When you can thinking and starts go beyond and in the one of the songs in Kannada, it's their song Vanasumadolenna Manavu Vikasisuvante. Like in the forest, there is no distraction. In the middle of the forest, one flower without any hindrance fully blossoms and gives out the fragrance. There is no distraction. In the middle of nowhere, the flower is blossoming and emitting fragrance. May my mind also, without any hindrance, let it blossom and gives out the fragrance. Fragrance, when it starts emitting the fragrance, Bees from far and away, uninvited, they come and perch on the flower to draw the honey. May my mind become like that. And it says, Devi Sampad Vimokshaya. This divine wealth, it opens up Vimokshaya. Whereas the demonic wealth, that it becomes folded, they can't open up. Bound within, they feel helpless within. Nibandhaya Asuri Mata. This is told by not only Sri Krishna says, the realized people are talking about this one. They say this one, Ma Shucha Sampadam Devi. Don't cry, oh Arjuna. You are born in the divine estate. Sri Krishna is telling all of us through Arjuna, don't cry. You are born, not to be scared. You are born in a divine estate. Why? Why he is saying that one? You are attending Bhagavad Geeta class out of interest. Nobody has dragged you. It is a free class. We are not paying if you pay the money, oh, I paid the money will go waste and I will sit. It is a free class and nobody has asked you to come and sit. Out of own interest, out of wanting to uplift yourself, you are sat. Out of voluntarily, Sri Krishna says, don't cry. You are born in the divine estate. Don't cry. You are in a divine company. And next one, Dyo Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin.
Dvau Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin.
Daiva Asura Evacha.
Daiva Asura Evacha.
Daivo Vistarasha Prokta.
Daivo Vistarasha Prokta.
Asuram Parthame Shrunu.
Asuram Parthame Shrunu.
In the Sri Krishna says, Dyo Bhuta Sargo. Two types of classification, demonic and divine, Bhuta Sargo, right from the beginning. People ask, when did the negativity, demonic force come into existence? Right from the creation beginning, those two classifications are there. Dyo Bhuta Sargo Lokesmin Daiva Asura. Demonic and divine wealth are both existing. Daiva, I talked about Daivo Vistarasha Prokta. I spoke about the divine wealth. Now listen to the demonic. Daiva Prokta, the demonic nature, demonic wealth. I will talk in exhaustively. Now listen. Pay attention. Why do I have to know? Unless I know what is wrong, I won't know the significance of what is right. I should know why I have to avoid that one, then only my faith in good things strengthens. I have to know both right and wrong. And Ishavasi Upanishad, the Yajniya Mantra Upanishad, it talks about Vidyam cha avidyam cha estad vedo bhayam saham avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritamashnute. By knowing what the wrong things, asuric thing, by knowing that one will overcome the fear. The fear, mrityum tirtva, the fear of death. And by knowing the divine estate, one gets the liberation. One get the amritamashnata, one imbibes the nectar, and for knowing what not to be done, one crosses over the hurdles. One repeated birth and death, fear, anxiety, one overcomes that one by knowing that one, knowing the divine one, tastes the nectar in life. Prakatim cha, pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha.
Pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha.
Janana vidurasura.
Janana vidurasura.
Repeat again. Pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha.
Pravrittim cha, nivrittim cha.
Janana vidura.
Janana vidura.
Vidu asura. Vidu asura. Vidu means no. Asura means they don't know. pravritti and nivritti. What to do, what not to do, they don't know. That is, they can't discriminate. Discrimination faculty get destroyed in the demonic people. Pravrittincha nivrittincha
Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha
janana vidurasura
janana vidurasuraha
na shaucham napi chacharo
na shaucham napi chacharo
na satyam teshu vidyate.
na satyam teshu vidyate.
And the demonic people, the discrimination faculty gets ruined. They don't know what is right, what is wrong. What to do, what to get involved, what not to get involved, they don't know. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha. Janana, they don't know. And na shaucham, there is no purity in their life. Achara, there is no character. Character means there is no good character. The character, there is no good character in them. Only the negative qualities. Negative character. Negative character filled with negative character. Na chacharo, na satyam, teshu na vidyate. Na satyam, there is no truth in their talking. What they talk, you can't believe anything. Na satyam, teshu na vidyate. There is no the truth. No, there is no character, no purity in them. They don't know what to do. They don't know what not to do. And the teshuna vidyate. That is the characteristics of the demonic people. And again, Shri Krishna talks about, up to here, last week we covered, asatyam apratishtam te.
Asatyam apratishtam te.
Jagadahura ishwaram.
Jagadahura nishwaram.
Again, asatyam
Asatyam
apratishtam te.
apratishtam te.
Jagadahura
Jagadahura
anishwaram.
anishwaram.
Apaspara
Apaspara
sambhutam
sambhutam
kimanyait
kimanyait
kamahaitukam.
kamahaitukam.
Asatyam apratishtam te. This world, there is no, the good people cannot survive in this world. We hear many people talking about, if you are a good person, people will walk over you. There is no room for goodness. You have to be a bad person. Then only you have to survive. In the opening comment I said, and our life has become like a survival. I am just want to survive, hook or crook, I want to survive. And here it's the demonic people, they are in the world is built upon the foundation of asatya, untruth. Asatyam apratishtam. And it is if you want to survive, you can't be a good person. You have to be cutting the corners and bypassing and jump the queue wherever possible, and then only you can serve. And Jagadahura Anishwaram. There is no God. Don't get carried away like an old man, old person. If you can't, there is no intellectual sharpness, there is no God here. Don't get swayed by the scriptures and oldies they are talking about, so-called wise people they are talking about. Look at the experience that I have made so much of money. I am reveling. I am dining out in all restaurants. I am going on all holidays. Where is the God? Look at those good people. Still they are in the same old tradition. They are useless people. And country cannot progress based on those people. That is what the intellectuals are talking about. We want a progress in the country, and you have to be modern thinking, and those people, they were saying that you can't be a oldie, you have to be modern thinking. Now one by one are getting caught in a drug cases in Bollywood, that they were saying that you have to be modern, and you have to be progressive, and you have to be sharp, you have to be dynamic. So many people were talking. Now they are one by one are caught in a drug racket and drug smuggling. They are getting caught. These Asuric people, they talk like that. There is no God. don't believe in the God. And apaspara sambhutam, and one by one, interaction of one on the other, world happens naturally. God is not required. God is not required, like Hopkins also, that he was also great physicist, and he was also talking about there is no God. And matter, when it combines with one matter and the another, naturally other one will have, that result will happen. For example, my milk, in the milk is there, I put bit of buttermilk to that one, next day it becomes yogurt. What is the role of God? Why God is required? It is natural when you add milk, the bit of buttermilk or lime to that one, lemon to that one, buttermilk happens naturally. Why God is required? God is not required. Why get, that is what the famous physicist also was talking about. And for example, my beet leaf, green in color, I put some lime, white in color, I apply on that one. Bit of beetle nut is some grey in color. Now, when I chew, one is grey in color, one is white in color, and leaf is green in color. I chew that one, after certain time, my mouth has become totally red. Red was not at all was there. Red, and it is one you mix one by one after another, it becomes red. Why God is required? Whole world is that way. And after summer, winter, autumn comes, and rainy season comes, winter comes, and spring comes, summer comes, season changes by one. What is the role of God? There is no God. Don't get carried away by that one. It happens naturally. Their argument. And argument, they argue very convincingly, that is Charvakas, these Charvaka Vada, these type of arguments they were doing in the, it's not a modern argument, it was been for thousands of years, this type of argument was there. For example, and to make, add buttermilk to the milk, it become yogurt, no God is required, but you need a third person to put buttermilk. Without that one, it won't happen naturally. My buttermilk is here, milk is apart, it won't become yogurt next day. Some third person has to do that green leaf, and somebody has to apply the lime on that one, somebody has to put areca nut, somebody has to chew, then only it becomes. Without that process, it won't become red by itself. There is some another, the karana also is required. And what is the reason? Somebody to activate, somebody should be there. And like water from the pump, it goes by itself from ground to up, but somebody should be there to turn on the pump. That should be there. And these Asuric people, they argue that there is no God. They don't want to see what is behind that one. They are satisfied only, they pick up few things to argue their points. Apaspara sambhutam kimanyet, apaspara sambhutam, and one mixes with other, and they argue that how the world moves, desire is the cause of the evolution. Only the desire, only the lust, it brings in the products. The desire, I need to have the desire. When you have the desire, things will happen. Only the foundation, they say, the foundation of this world is the desire. You need to have a desire, then only you progress. And there is no God. And to get the desire also, now all of you are attending Bhagavad Geeta class. You had a desire, but only desire gave you the knowledge. But you should know who gave you the desire. This Bhagavad Gita class is happening for years. Now, how come you got the desire now to attend? Who gave you the desire? Who prompted that mind to think about Bhagavad Gita class? What is that one? And the desire, yes, world is on the desire, but who gives the desire? That they don't talk about that one. Again, repeat after me. Asatyam apratishtam te
Asatyam apratishtam te
jagadahuranishwaram
Jagadahuranishwaram
apaspara sambhutam
Apaspara sambhutam
kimanyait kamahaitukam
Himanyat kama haitukam
etam drashtam
Etam drishtim
etam drishti
Etam drishti
drishtim vastabhya
Vashtabhya
nashtatma
Nashtatma
alpabuddhayah
Alpabuddhayaha
prabhavanti
Prabhavanti
ugrakarmana
Ugrakarmana
kshayaya
Kshayaya
jagato ahitaha.
Jagato ahitaha.
And these people, prabhavanti ugrakarmani, they work tirelessly, ugrakarmani, severe work they do. Why? The kshayaya, their action will result in kshayaya, the destruction of jagato, their whole world, their action, the thinking based on these type of thinking and acting this way will bring in their own ruin and ruin of the society. Jagata ahita. Ahita means they are not conducive to the welfare of the society. These type of thinking will bring down the society, bring down the morale of the society, bring in the value in the society, bring down the confidence in the society, and makes people helpless. And etam drashtum astabhya, and this type of vision, those people, they carry these type of ideals in their life, and they try to propagate this type of arguments by convincingly talking. They use maybe flowery words, beautiful language, convincing language, modern language, and they talk in a flowery language such a way that convince and pollute the mind of the people. They get polluted. These ideals they carry was nashta atma alpa buddhayah. Shri Krishna says alpa buddhayah. These people of a small intellect, people of limited intellect, but they make convincingly talk. They use the beautiful language and highly grammatical language. They talk and to mesmerize people and confuse the society and bring down the morale of the society. Repeat after me. Etam drishti mavastabhya
Etam drishtim mavashtabhya
nashtatma alpabuddhayah
Nashtatmano alpabuddhayaha
prabhavantya ugrakarmana
Prabhavanti ugrakarmana
kshayaya jagato ahitaha.
Kshayaya jagato ahitaha.
Again, etam drishti mavastabhya
Etam drishtim vashtabhya
nashtatmano alpabuddhayah
Nashtatmano alpabuddhayaha
prabhavantya ugrakarmana
Prabhavanti ugrakarmana
Prabhavanti means acting. Prabhavantyu ugrakarmana
Prabhavanti ugrakarmana
kshayaya jagato ahitaha.
Kshayaya jagato ahitaha.
Kama ashritya dushpuram
Kama ashritya dushpuram
damba mana madanvitaha
Damba mana madanvitaha
Mohat grihitva asadgruhan.
Mohat gruhitva
Asadgruhan.
asadgruhan.
Pravartante ashuchivrataha.
Pravartante ashuchivrataha.
Again repeat. Kama ashritya dushpuram.
Kama ashritya dushpuram.
Dambamana madanvitaha.
Dambamana madanvitaha.
Mohat grihitva asadgruhan.
Mohat gृहीत्वा असद्गृह्णान्
Pravartante ashuchivrataha.
प्रवर्तन्ते अशुचिव्रताः.
One more time. Kama ashritya dushpuram.
कामा आश्रित्य दुष्पूरम्
Dambamana madanvitaha.
धम्बमाना मदान्विताः.
Mohat grihitva asadgruhnan.
मोहात् गृहीत्वा असद्गृह्णान्
Pravartante ashuchivrataha.
प्रवर्तन्ते अशुचिव्रताः.
These people, the Asuric people, their theory of life, only the lust and desire. Desire is the foundation of their life. Only the passion and unsatiated desire. I want more, I want more, I want more. I want more only for me. I am not satisfied for me. I want more. Everything for me. Whole world is for me. I want more. It's a kama ashritya. That whatever is there, I want that one. This corruption, reason for corruption, whatever is there, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. And I want to satisfy my wife, my husband, and I want to satisfy so that I want more. I want more. I want more. I am never satisfied in my life. Mohat kama ashritya dushpuram. And with the wrong notion. And desire is not bad. I want more and more people to practice yoga. That is a desire. But there is no personal agenda. It's welfare of the society. If you want to do more and more, it is called as sattvic. Only for yourself. Myself, that is called as asurik. Kama ashritya dushpuram dambamana madanvitaham. It's I want more, and it's a wrong thinking and wrong notion, and only it's damba. Damba is only the show off and egoistic. Only show off and egoistic. Only to impress others. I should be in the cover page of the most glamorous magazine. And look at my diamond. I want to only the show off, only covering my personality. Damba mana madanvitaham. Mohat grihitva. Moha means so attached to the wrong things. My thinking has polluted. Mohat grihitva asadgruhnan. My attention asat. Sat means purity. I am resorting to the impurity. I want more and more of impurity in that people. Impurity. They start accumulating impurities. They are building their castle, their fence around themselves. The fence made up of impure things. Asadgruhnan pravartante ashuchi vrataha. They are engrossed, ashuchi, impure, that committed to doing impure things in their life. Ashuchi vrataha. And we will cover these three shlokas, and I will finish off with a story.